Hello everyone, this is Lo-Fi Tarot and I am back with another timeless speaker card reading. So today we are going to talk about what karmic cycle will be ending in your life soon, or what karmic cycle you will be breaking soon. So I won't go into too much detail on what karmic cycle is, because there are hundreds of thousands of resources out there you can find about karmic cycle. But basically, in baby language, karmic cycle is like a level in school, except that this is the school of life. And if you haven't mastered a lesson in life that the universe wants you to master, you have to repeat the lesson all over again. So for example, you tend to devalue yourself, or you tend to have a negative or toxic opinion about yourself or even about others, then the universe is going to make you go through certain experience or pattern resulting from that mindset or the action caused by that devaluing mindset, so that you will always end up in a situation that makes you unhappy, whether it's because you devalue yourself or because you tend to also criticize others, and others will mirror back to us the action and the words that we say or we take. It will be mirrored back to us. So basically, yeah, it's all about the law of sowing and reaping. So if we sow like so-called bad seeds, if we always have negative thoughts and we keep acting on those negative thoughts instead of going inward and see what is wrong and correct our course, then we will always reap bad experiences from those negative thoughts or action. So yeah, that's basically what I understand about karmic cycles, at least the basic of it. So if you have other definition, please feel free to say in the comment section. But anyway, we are going to talk about karmic cycle that you will be ending soon. So we have 3 piles here as usual. This is number 1, 2, and 3. So these are going to be representing the karmic cycle that you will be ending soon, and I will pull more maybe tarot or oracle cards later for more information and detail on this karmic cycle. So choose with your intuition. Go with the number or the pile that you are most drawn to intuitively, like without object. To be honest with you, I don't have a picture of what objects I must place in this pile, so I'm just going to use numbers to help you visualize. Okay, so this one is number 1, number 2, and number 3. So yeah, make your pick, and the timestamp as usual will be in the description box below and in the comment section, and I will see you in your respective piles. Hello pile number 1. So if you choose the first pile, let's see what karmic cycle is soon ending for you. So we have school, and this reminds me very much of the death card in tarot, which represent death and rebirth. So I think the karmic cycle that will be ending for you really soon is the death of old habits or old ways of life that you were used to, that used to be serving you, but not anymore. And this also symbolizes the beginning of a new cycle, which makes you feel more alive. It's almost like before this, you just exist. You were not really living. Because if you see this card here, the skull represents the death of the body, like the outer appearance, your how people see you as someone who is a human, as a normal human, okay? our flesh is the proof, not the proof, but it's like when we are in our flesh, in our human body, we are living, we are breathing, we are eating. Those things are what people call living. So you are alive if you are still moving in your body, if you are still breathing, if you are still eating, if you are still drinking, you call that alive. But the real meaning of living is experiencing life in spirit. How do I put this? It's like your spirit feels alive, doing things that make your spirit feel alive. Now that is the true meaning of being alive. And this concept is the core concept of Christianity, where even though you already died, your spirit lives on, your legacy lives on. So I think this is what the card is trying to tell you, that the cycle, the karmic cycle that you will be ending really soon is the lifestyle that is not really you. So probably before this you just exist, but your spirit is not really alive. Your heart doesn't feel fulfilled, doesn't feel alive. And maybe that's because that's another meaning of this school. So what humans call alive is eating, drinking, walking, moving, breathing. And I think before this you have always lived just for material things. So we focus too much on the physical, but we are not really living. I'm not saying that physical things, money, and basic necessities are not important. But sometimes we live just for the physical, just for what can be seen, just for something that we can buy with money. But our heart is not really living. Our soul is dying. And when we kind of pay less attention on how much material things we can accumulate and start to do things that nourish our soul and our heart, that is when we are truly living. So I think the cycle that is ending for you is the old lifestyle in which you put too much focus on the material things, and the fresh beginning is you truly living for things that make your soul feel joyful and feel alive. Okay, so before I ramble even more and lose my focus, let's see the guidebook for what this card means. So yeah, have I told you that this card reminds me of the Day of the Dead? And we have the skull right here. And the Day of the Dead basically means that even when when our physical body has decay, our spirit is still remembered. Our spirit lives on. And that is the meaning of this card, especially since this card is dominated by the color green. The color gray means something is like dying, right? It becomes colorless. But the color green is a symbol of abundance, of a vibrant life, of life itself, and also the heart chakra. So you will stop living just for the sake of staying alive. Like, you will quit survival mode. Yeah, I should have I shouldn't have rambled so long. I could just say survival mode. You will stop living in survival mode, and you will start living your soul's purpose, doing what makes your soul and your spirit and your heart happy. Okay, you will start living by following your heart instead of your brain, your mind. Okay, so skull. One of man's oldest and most powerful symbol is the skull. Skull. I hope I pronounced that right. It has a long and varied history of use with multiple overlapping interpretation, although commonly it is seen as representation of death and mortality. Philosophically, it is viewed as the seat of intelligence, spirit, and the spark of human life. See, the spark. Before, your life has no spark because you live just for the sake of living, just for the sake of survival, of, yeah, it's like you live, but you don't have a purpose. It's like your years, you don't do anything with your time on earth. That's basically it. You don't do anything with your time on earth. You don't enjoy the richness of life, or you don't do something with your soul gift, with your soul purpose, with your intelligence. You don't use all that to make you to do things that make your spirit really lives, if you know what I mean. A skull crowned by a wreath of roses. Is this roses? Oh my god, even the roses are green. Is referred to as, okay, I won't spell that because I know I will butcher it. A reference to the Latin phrase, which is generally translated as seize the day. Ah, yeah, seize the day. That's what I have been trying to tell you. It's about not living for the sake of survival, but really truly live what you are born here to do, or what you are born here to live. Okay, you have been overlooking the simple things and taking many things for granted. Yeah, see, like I said, you focus too much on the material, so sometimes we forget that in order to survive, we just need basic necessities. We have food, we have clean water, we have a good, strong house, and we have income to save and to buy our basic necessities. But humans often emphasize like grand lifestyle, and so we never feel enough, and we take those basic things that are provided to us by the universe for granted. Like the universe always, they never let us go hungry. Okay, so as long as our basic necessities are met, then the rest is what we are going to do with our life, what we are going to do with the healthy body that we have, what we are going to do with that. So you will start asking this question, and that will really direct you to a more purposeful life. Okay, be mindful of your mortality, realize the importance of each and every day, and make the most out of your time. When I channeled just now, I didn't see this. See, make the most out of your time. Yeah, what do you want to do with this healthy body of ours? What makes you feel alive? Use your soul gift. Use what you are equipped here to do. What you are equipped with, use that to make this life more colorful. Yeah, for yourself and also for others. So that is the karmic cycle that will be ending soon, and your fresh new beginning. Okay, so let's pull more cards to see further into what karmic cycle you are ending. So God, universe, and the spirit guides of my pile number 1, please tap me into the energy of the people who choose pile number 1 and what karmic cycle they are ending. What karmic cycle they are ending. Oh, okay. Wow. Oh. Okay, there are so many things that surprise me here. Okay, first of all, look at the color green, and this birds symbolize freedom, and this crown of thorns, it reminds me of the Christ when he was crucified, and that's when his physical body died, but his spirit is like he's being resurrected in the spirit. Like he no longer, when he was awakened, when he was resurrected, it doesn't mean that it's symbolic. Like he was resurrected no longer as a human who are concerned with physical things, but as a spirit. It's like he previously lived as a human to understand the material needs. Like he sought to understand why humans are so obsessed with what can be seen, the tangible things, money. Humans were obsessed with money, with richness, and that's why Jesus said something like, it's easier for a camel to go through the hole in the needle than a rich man to enter the kingdom of God, or something, because the rich man is a symbol of the lifestyle that you will soon leave behind. The lifestyle that emphasize the importance of material things instead of soul purpose or spirit purpose. So when you live by the spirit, it's like your basic needs, your vessel, your human body will always be maintained by the universe. So you will no longer need to worry about the material things, and you will live for a purpose that will give you more joy, more satisfaction, that will fill you with love. So that's basically what the New Testament is all about. So transforming from living for things that can perish to living for things that will bring you eternal legacy, like showing love to people, blessing people with your gift, spiritual gift, or mental gifts, or artistic gifts, whatever. So, and we have both of them wearing these reds. Very interesting. So if you have a Christian background, you will understand this a little bit more. Yeah, so everything, this card says everything in perfect balance, and we have the number 8. So the number 8 is like a mastery of something. So so this aligns perfectly with how your karmic cycle is ending. It's like you have complete a lesson of living just for survival to living for a higher purpose. So you are moving away. You are upgrading to the number 9, and 10 is perfection. So if you remember in tarot, we have the 8 of Cups, and 8 of Cups is like there is a person who are no longer satisfied with what he has accumulated during his life, and he left those behind to seek for something that will make his heart more fulfilled. So this is what you are living, and you are entering the phase you are living and the phase that you are entering. Okay. Okay. And about balance, this is what I said about, it doesn't mean that you should like sell all your possession and become a prophet or something. Like this passage from the Bible is often mistaken, like being misread like literally. It doesn't mean that you should like sell all your possessions, sell your house and live like a monk. No, it means that with what you have, you serve a higher purpose and not accumulating all those wealth for you to store and not doing anything with it. Okay, so yeah, that's the phase that you are entering. You are balancing the need for money. You consider money as important, but money is also a tool for you to achieve a life that is more purposeful. So it's perfectly balanced. And this is what they say about Christ being both human and God. He has basic needs, but he lives for God. He lives for his soul and spirit purpose. Okay, so yeah, that's the thing. So I don't know what else to pull here. Like this is already like the message is quite straightforward. It's just that I have trouble articulating the download, so bear with me. So what cycle is pile number 1 ending? What's at the bottom of the deck? Translucent 33, love the darkness. Okay, the number 6. Number 6 is also about balancing, but it's like the number 6 is, yeah, it's about striking a balance. Oh, okay. I think, yeah, back to the Christ story. It is said that when he died, he went to the underworld, Christ, and he defeat death. He defeat death by embracing it, embracing the darkness, embracing the human nature. Oh yeah, that's it. He embraced death, and by embracing death, he transformed to a new life by the Spirit. So embracing the darkness here mean accepting that the old you that only lives for yourself, for the physical things, is dying. It's like the old you that lived by that lifestyle is dying, and by you accepting that, by you letting that lifestyle go, you will be freed. It's like you have no burden anymore. Like you have released all those fears of losing. Like the rich man in the Bible, he didn't want to accept that he need to live that lifestyle of a rich person. It's like Jesus asked him to maybe live that lifestyle and live a more purposeful life. But he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to leave his comfort zone. He didn't want to leave his comfort zone. And this is embracing the darkness means you leaving your comfort zone, the old life of working, earning money, and like it's like the wash, what is it? Wash, rinse, dry, repeat. The cycle is like you kept living on that cycle, and by embracing the darkness, it means that the cycle that has been with you for so long, you let it go. You let it go, and by you letting it go, you will have no attachment anymore. Yeah, you will have no attachment to material things, and you will embrace the new life by the Spirit, like living your soul purpose, doing things that make you happy instead of putting your happiness on material things. Yeah. So yeah, this is the you are being transformed just like the Christ. Pause in your journey, let the enemy show itself. Yeah, embracing. I think you are in these chaotic moments where you kind of transform from being attached to material things to living your soul purpose. Okay, and oh yeah, one more thing. Being attached to material things also means that you value yourself as a human by how much money you earn, or how high is your position in your company. And that is dying. You let that go. And by you letting that go, it means that your life and your value no longer depends on what people see, no longer depends on your money, how much you have, your degree, or how many PhD you have, like things like that. You will feel this freedom that you no longer have to pursue all those worldly things to be worthy. Like you are worthy as you are, with what God or the universe has given you. Your spirit is worthy. Like even if you have no job, or it doesn't mean that you have to quit your job or anything, but if you happen to be in the lowest point of your life, you are still worthy. You are still valuable. You can still care for people. You can still inspire people. Like sometimes we learn great lessons from people who live simply, because they know that attaching your value as a human to things that easily perish is not good. Like what if one day you lose all your money? Does it mean that you are not you are less than a human? Of course not. So that is the mindset and the lifestyle that you are leaving behind. Okay, I'm starting to talk more fluently now. So I was just warming up earlier. So okay, so let's see. So spirit guides of pile number 1, what karmic cycle they are ending? What karmic cycle they are breaking away from? What karmic cycle they are breaking away from? For pile number 1, what karmic cycle they are breaking away from? Oh, the King of Wands. Death. Yeah, this is what we just talked about. So you left a mundane life and you enter a life that is more purposeful, that is more spiritual. And King of Wands, they are someone who is spiritual actually. They I think the way you are going to transform is that you will start using your gift, your passion, to be inspiration for others. Wands symbolize passion, and the last movie made about the Christ was The Passion of the Christ. And the Passion of the Christ means his soul mission, his soul purpose. What makes him feel fulfilled, which is to inspire people with his teaching, with his parables. That's what his passion is, and to help people, to heal people. That is your passion. So Christ, even though he is like the Spirit of God in a human body, he lives for the Spirit, and he lived, I should have said lived, okay. He lived not for things that has expired date, you know. He lived for things that will leave a legacy, and that is what King of Wands is. He this King of Wands, female King of Wands, creates something that will inspire generation to come. The King of Wands is not like flighty like the Knight of Wands. They have one purpose, and they direct and focus all their energy to that one purpose. And that one purpose has something to do with your gift. So you are living this, if you have been experiencing like, say, you have been working in a job that is boring, not fulfilling, or if you have been living in an environment that place importance on things that are actually not that important, like spiritual wise, then you will be experiencing that move soon. It's almost like this epoch card. Oh, and we have the number 7, which is the number of the Christ. This epoch card, I don't know how to spell that. It means, it looks to me like a tower moment. Like you are being cracked open. It's like maybe your life is a little bit messy right now, because the universe is trying to separate you from the things that have expired date. Your attachment to things that have expired date, and they do so not to punish you, but to awaken you to a new life that is freer. Like if you live your soul purpose, your soul will feel nourished, and it's actually going to make you feel happier and healthier, rather than if you just nourish the body, or like if you live just for appearance, like it will make your soul shrunken and finally die. So I think if you have been experiencing a very dark moment right now, like the dark night of the soul or something, like if you maybe have to let go of a job, or have to let go of a certain prestige, that is because your soul has a bigger purpose, and by living that bigger purpose, you actually will make yourself feel more alive, full of fire. You know, you see how fiery this color is. So yeah, that's the thing that you are leaving behind. Yeah, you are moving towards a real happiness. You know, this reminds me of the Care parable in the Chronicles of Narnia. You know, how the kids are feeling like happier and more fulfilled when they are in Narnia, and when they are back to the human world, they feel like it's lifeless. Okay, so you are transforming from this lifeless life to a life that is more spiritually driven, purposefully driven. Yeah, a purposeful life. That's what the Chariot is all about. Yeah, Queen of Wands and King of Wands. So I guess actually what is waiting for you on the other side is probably also your partner, the King of Wands, Queen of Wands. You will meet your soulmate, your soul family, after you transition to this new phase. So yeah, there will be conflicts, there will be people who don't like how you change, but you are going to like say F it, and this is who I really am. This is what I was born to do. Not that life that the society thinks is how humans should live. Okay? Yeah. All right. So what else? I feel like maybe we need one more card here. Like what is happening in pile number one's life right now? What cycle is ending? What cycle is ending for pile number one? Ooh. Yeah. You stop living to accumulate wealth that actually, like that wealth, you can use all that energy you used to accumulate wealth for something else. So you have been taking on too many projects, and you exhaust yourself, but for what? So are you accumulating wealth, or are you accumulating prestige or achievements? Yeah, achievements. Are you trying to impress others, make people feel impressed with your degree, your achievement, your resume? Will it be nicer if you just focus on one thing, one purpose, which is your soul mission, your soul's true mission, which you will be awakened to? Yeah, so I think this Tower moment will help you realize what you are living for, what you are actually meant to live for. And you will leave all the projects and all the burdens that are actually not really necessary, and focus your life, your energy, your time on what truly matters. Okay? Yeah, you have been going through all this winter, accumulating wealth, accumulating money and status, but for what? Does it make you happy? Not for long. Like, I just want to say, from my personal example, I used to love going to the mall and buying things just because I could, you know. But after a while, when I reach a certain age, going to the shopping mall and shopping means less and less and less to me, and I go out less, and I stay at home more to spend time with my family, to do what truly matters, to do my hobbies, focus more on my hobbies, what makes me happy, and sharing it with others, sharing my writing and my talent with others, to relate to their experience. So through our writing, through our gifts, we can relate to others, and we can let people know that, oh, what I'm feeling is not something weird. Make them make them feel less alone, make people feel less alone, make people feel seen with my gifts, so that people will feel, oh my God, someone understand me, this is how I feel. So that makes me feel more alive than when I was focusing more on accumulating money and spending it on things that are not important. Okay? Yeah, so yeah, you will stop juggling. I think you have a decision to make, fork in the road, and I think you will choose to take a route that is different from what you have taken before. Like before, you will like whether job, do I choose job A or job B, for example. But now you are like, okay, I have my own route. My spirit knows the way. Something like that. And sometimes it's a less traveled road. So yeah, that is the karmic cycle you are leaving behind. So maybe lately you have been feeling like your life is lifeless, and the spirit is now shaking you so that you will see that this life has expired. This life of spending money, living for status and achievement, it has become meaningless. But there is still a part of you that doesn't want to let it go. So it's like you are in the middle right now, and you are entering this new phase, which will feel heavy at first, but then you will get used to it, and you will realize that living a purpose-driven life makes you feel like more alive than before. Okay, it's like that feeling will never expire. So any message for pile number 1? Last message. We have the Buddha. Yeah, you know the story of the Buddha, right? It's almost like this. Offerings, yeah. You will bless people with your talents. You will live a more witchy life. Abundance lies in the heart that allows, share more than expected, and see love come around. Yeah, by sharing what you have with other people, you actually will draw your soul family, and you will be with people who you truly connect with on soul level, rather than people that you connect with because they are your school friends, because they are your co-workers. You know, like I left Facebook because of that. Like I felt that I gained no more happiness by staying in Facebook and connect with these people who used to be in my life, but they were in my life for a reason, but not anymore. I'm moving towards a new life with new people who are truly my soul family, who understand my gift, my soul purpose, and why I am the way I am. Okay, so you will start living your authentic life. You will start living the life of I am, rather than I don't know, I do just because other people do it. But you will live a life that is more you. Okay, and offering yourself is going to give you a satisfaction that will never expire. So that was a long reading. So I hope pile number 1 you will get this message, even though I stutter along the way, but I hope you will get what this means. So if you are going through some rough cycle like right now, it's because the universe is trying to end this earthly lesson and move you towards a higher level, higher grade. So you will start living for your soul purpose, and leave the lower levels behind, so to speak. Okay, so that's for you, pile number 1. I hope this resonates. If you like this reading, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and check out the description box below for my Instagram link, where I don't post things I don't post on YouTube. And if you feel helped by this reading and you want to donate something, I do have a deck wish list, and there is also my PayPal. And if you want to book a personal reading, the details are also down below. So thank you so much. I'll see you next time. Bye. Hello, pile number 2. So if you are drawn to the second pile, this is going to be your reading on what karmic cycle will soon end for you, or what karmic cycle you are breaking away from. So we have Merlin and Scarab. Okay. I'm laughing because Scarab is actually a dung beetle. And to get this card with the great wizard Merlin is like, I don't know, it's just funny. Okay, so let's see from the guidebook what Scarab is. Scarabs were popular amulets in ancient Egypt, based on the image of the dung beetle or okay, whatever that is. Egyptians wore jewelry or amulets in the shape of scarabs to bring them strength and renewal. Okay, the bottoms of these amulets were often inscribed with protective spell. The hieroglyphic image of the beetle represent to come into being, to become, or to transform. The scarab is the symbol of the regeneration of life. Oh, so if you are drawn to pile number 1 as well, You may want to check that because I already see the similarities in the message, which is the regeneration, transforming into a new life, like from dung beetle to Merlin. So, okay. Meaning, you have been in the process of trying to change your world for a long time now, and it's been more of a struggle than you anticipated. This is interesting because pile number 1 is also in the phase of transforming from living a life for things that that will soon become meaningless to things that have more long-term value. And that is a struggle because you used to live like the dung beetle. You used to accumulate money and you are just sitting on it and you are wasting it yourself for like clothes and bohemian lifestyle. That is just like accumulating dung, you know. It doesn't make you feel happy. It actually makes you feel shitty. And so you are transforming from the dung beetle to Merlin, who is a wizard and who used his wizarding, his witchy gift to serve the kingdom. Okay? Do not forget that nothing in life is carved in stone, and anything can be changed or transformed into what you want it to be, even if it seems to be an uphill battle. Emulate the perseverance of the beetle to get things done. Yeah, you used to kind of struggle to like work day and night to accumulate money, and then you use the money to buy things like clothes or lipstick, and in the end you feel like all those things only give you happiness for a short time, just for a short time. Let's see what the Merlin card has to say. Okay, the legendary Merlin the wizard, the sorcerer, and the magician is one of the most fascinating figures in Welsh literature and Arthurian legend. Okay, there is a second message that is different, a little bit different from pile number 1. So, scarab, the dung beetle, they are persevering. If you have been going through the struggle to pay for your education, or you have had to fend for yourself since you were a kid, like you have had a hard life and you are climbing to it's like you have to climb for success. Actually, that is because if you can climb your way to success by persevering, by not giving up, you actually will end the repeating cycle of struggling to accumulate wealth. Maybe your ancestors always struggle with money. They have to work really hard to earn money. It's like it doesn't come easy to them. I think in your case, you are going to end that cycle. Maybe your ancestor gave up because they couldn't stand the struggle, but you will probably get message from your spirit guides as to why you have to struggle, why you have to work hard like the dung beetle, and that is to prepare you for the next level. Because Merlin becomes a magician. Like, I don't know the legend of the Merlin, but basically you have to go through all the shit and crap for you to become a wizard. Because if you persevere in any kind of situation and just push through like the dung beetle, you will gain experience, tenacity, resilience to become a great wizard. A case example is Harry Potter. Like, he used to live like Cinderella. And that made him a great wizard because he had been through human struggles that most of his schoolmates didn't experience. And that made him a great wizard. That made him understand what people go through. That made him sympathize with what people go through. Pure blood wizards like Malfoy, they didn't know struggle. And so they looked down on others. But Harry, he defended underdogs because he knew what it felt like to be underdogs. So if you have been asking why universe, I have to go through all these things, why everything has to be earned through so many struggles, that's because the universe is preparing you to become a wizard who can find solution in all circumstances. So you are going to be a witch or a wizard by bloodline, but you are earning it. Okay? Wow. So anyway, back to Merlin. Merlin was a man of mystery and magic. Contradiction and controversy surrounded his life. He appeared as an old wise man giving his wisdom to 4 successive British kings. He was known as the wild man of the woods, during which time he learned to talk to the animals. See? Merlin gained his wisdom from talking to the animals. And in order to understand animals, you have to kind of empathize or relate to the animals, right? I mean, of course, maybe that's not that was not the story of Merlin, how the story of Merlin goes, but I'm just talking about how in order to become someone who is great or good in all things, you have to experience all things, including all the craps. Okay? Merlin was reputed to be a mystical druid, a Celtic priest, a man who possessed the knowledge and secrets of the ancient, and he was especially revered as a great prophet, but he also possessed human qualities that led to his eventual downfall. So, yeah, this is saying don't forget where you come from, okay? Don't get cocky. And I think, actually, by you going through this dung beetle phase, struggling to survive in hard circumstances, it will help you to become more humble. And another example of a modern Harry Potter is BTS. I know probably those of you who are not ARMYs, you are tired of me talking about them, but they become successful not because they got signed by a huge company like say, what is it? What are the big labels in Korea? Hang on. SM Entertainment, for example. They got hired by a small company, but because of that humble beginnings, they learned to survive and to push through to achieve their goals by working hard and not giving up, and by adapting to different circumstances. So they started as as rappers, and then they adjust. They learn to read the market, not the market actually. They learn to read people. What kind of music people need in this age, and they adapt their musical style so that it will be more discernible, more relatable to us. And that's how they reach their success. It's how Merlin could talk to animal, because he understood animal language. And yeah, I mean, my point is that if you are going through some hardship right now, that is because you are meant to be someone, a great wizard, a great prophet who serve humanity. Imagine that, serve humanity. You will become a spokesperson or an advisor for people who have lost their way. Okay? Wow. Okay, I'm not going to continue reading the guidebook. So let me just pull, I think I will pull tarot cards. Hang on, I will replace this overhead lamp. So, what cycle pile number 1 is leaving behind? You are breaking you are releasing the karmic cycle, the lesson that your ancestor didn't get. You know, yeah, like I said earlier, your ancestor probably gave up, and you will persevere and you will succeed. So okay, for pile number, oops. Okay, let's clarify. For pile number 2, Spirit, what cycle they are leaving behind? What karmic cycle they are living? What karmic cycle they are living? What karmic cycle they are living? Yeah. Yeah, you are moving from here to here. Yeah, you don't give up. And because of that, you will break this cycle of hardship and enter into a life of limitless joy, a life of abundance, a life of magic. Again, referring back to BTS, they are superstars right now. They are billionaires, millionaires or billionaires, I don't know. But they can have anything that they want. But do you know how much they have struggled in the beginning? Do you know how many opposition they have to, or challenges they had to face? So I feel like I need to pull one more card in the middle. Okay, what karmic cycle pile number 2 is leaving behind? What karmic cycle they are leaving soon? What karmic cycle they are leaving behind? Yeah, I think the thing is that you probably have been tempted to just give up, like not pushing through to reach your soul purpose because of the many challenges, and decide to settle down with what you have. Like, okay, we made it through, we are not going to continue, we are going to just stop here. So I think this is what your ancestor or generation before you probably did. They give up on their dreams. Yeah, they gave up on their dreams. You don't, and so you will break through. You will end this karmic cycle of just living in this room, sitting on your belonging or possession or your talents, and just existing. You are going to break away from this prison of comfort zone. Yeah. This is the mistake that probably your ancestors have done. It's like they took the shortcut. They gave up. They don't want to continue their school of life. They run away and they hide because the challenges are too powerful, or they perceive the challenges as too powerful for them to face. They took the easy way out, and it's your job right now to break through and to earn this fulfilling life that you deserve. Another thing is that your ancestor probably gave up on their dream in order to survive, but you won't stop there. You will not let your dreams die and give up just to live a comfortable life materially, because you believe that you are meant to do something, and you will achieve that. Okay, you will achieve that. Yeah. Three of Cups. Ooh, Four of Wands. So I think you will be tempted to give up sometimes, but you won't. If you don't, yeah, you will achieve great things. You will live a way more fulfilling life than your ancestor, because you refuse to give up the dream that has been planted in you by the universe. Your dream is to become Merlin, and you are meant to become Merlin, but you have to earn it. Okay. Yeah, so maybe it should be like this. Yeah, should be like this. So yeah, this is what you are leaving behind. You will continue the journey. So please clarify the Seven of Wands. How will pile number 2 break out of this cycle? How will they break through? Or when is their breakthrough? When will be their breakthrough? Wow. What's at the bottom of the deck? Oh, Five of Swords. Wow, 10 of Swords. Queen of Swords. Oh my God, so many sword cards. And we have the King of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, King of Cups. Yeah, despite your worries, despite your hardship, oh God, this looks like a generational curse. So I don't know why, but maybe one of your ancestors before, they did something. Maybe they cheat, maybe they steal from somebody else. Yeah, maybe they steal from somebody else. And yeah, sorry, trigger warning, but you are here to right the wrong, but it's not going to be easy. It's like you are the reason you were met with so many challenges was because your ancestor probably got their possession through less than honest means, and now it's your time to right the wrong. And after you right the wrong, you will become this King of Wands who inspire people and who will live a fulfilling life. It's like this is the reward at on the other side of the challenges. You will accumulate your wealth like the dung beetle by going slowly but surely. No shortcut, no dishonest mean. You will work and earn it. And yeah, you will become this King of Cups surrounded by so many animals. Like this King of Cups is, maybe he is not like the King of Pentacles who has everything, but he feels abundant. I think what it means here is that you will live an abundant life you will become rich as well, but more importantly, your heart is full. Okay, more importantly, your heart is full. Yeah, temperance. You will have both material abundance and spiritual abundance. So probably before, your ancestor was like a hoarder, and because they gain their riches through shortcuts, or or maybe if they didn't create their riches through shortcuts, maybe they sabotage themselves, their dreams. They refuse to answer the call, and would rather stay in this closed room. And you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of that that servant in the Bible, in the parable of Christ, who bury their talents in the ground instead of working to multiply it, like working to use your talents to bless others, to expand, to serve a purpose greater than yourself. You sit on maybe your ancestors sat on the talent, and they because they were afraid that they thought that they couldn't win. But you are different. You will push through. You will not give up, no matter how many challenges you face, and yeah, you will gain your reward. But how long will it be? If you are now in your 20s, or maybe you are still in school, maybe it will take you like up to 10 years to accumulate all these riches. But this soul fulfilling, soul satisfying life, you probably will get this as soon as you realize what the hardship is all about. It's like it will change your mind and perspective, and life will feel so much easier. It will still be a struggle, but it's like at least you understand why you need to struggle. How long will it take for pile number 2 to break the cycle? Three of Cups in reverse. We have Death at the bottom of the deck. Oh, okay. So this can also be about relationship. Oh yeah. So this is like the maiden, the crone. What's the other one? The maiden, the crone, I forgot, the mother, I forgot. But this is like 3 generations of women. So I don't know, maybe this has something to do with your lineage, your ancestor from your mother's side. But yeah, this is like breaking what your ancestor failed to do. So you will do things differently from them. I think this also means that maybe you need to cut some ties with family members who still adopt this 4 of Pentacles lifestyle. Like you will leave them behind, and you will follow your own soul's calling, and that's how you are going to get your big break. Like by leaving the comfort zone and live a purpose-driven life, you actually will gain more than what your ancestor got. Like you will be doubly blessed. Yeah. So yeah, that you close one door and the next door open, and this is like almost like burning the bridge. So if you feel like your parents or your grandparents' belief system no longer resonate with you, it's like you will leave them and kind of become a lone wolf, but it will be worth it. It's like it's almost like you are the black sheep of the family or something. Yeah, because you refuse to do things, you will do things differently from them. Yeah, you will choose to follow the road less traveled. It's like your family probably will say you want to become an artist, will probably say you will be poor, you will bring shame to our family, but you choose to follow your heart, and as a result you get the Nine of Cups and the Star. Wish come true, and you will get your riches too. See, you will even meet, oh my God, so if you decide to follow the road less traveled and do things differently than what your ancestor, your mother or your grandmother did, and choose the other way, you will find self-satisfaction, self-love, happiness, wish come true. And from this Nine of Pentacles and Nine of Cups, you will even graduate to Ten of Pentacles and Ten of Cups. Or this can also mean that you will gain your happiness and your money away from your family's happiness and money. It's like, yeah, it's like you will cut ties with them, but you will build your own life. You will build your own happiness. So if your grandmother and your mother kind of settle down, build a family, accumulate wealth to pass to their children or grandchildren, you will do things differently. You will live by your own terms, and that's how you will end this karmic cycle, because you choose to follow your heart instead of following the family tradition. That makes sense now. Okay, that makes sense. And actually by doing that, you will get even more fortune, or your life will be far richer and more fortunate than your ancestors' lives. Okay, wow, powerful reading. So I will just draw a couple more oracle cards. So what cycle pile number 2 is ending, Spirit? So for my pile number 2, what cycle is ending for them? Resilience, burn away the past. Did I say resilient when I talk about the dung beetle? You will not give up on your dreams. You will follow your heart, and you will burn away tradition. So if, oh, okay, I see. So I think maybe your family have always continue family business. Oh, I see. So this is how it should be. Your family has always take care of the family business. It has been passed on from generation to generation, and they expect you to follow that tradition. But no, you have your own dream. You have your own soul purpose, soul calling, and so you are breaking away from this tradition. And I think with the Three of Cups in reverse, actually your ancestor, your great grandmother, your grandmother, your mother, they sacrifice their hearts and their soul's happiness for family tradition. That's why the Three of Cups is in reverse. I get it now. And you refuse to do that. You refuse to give up your Nine of Cups, your Nine of Pentacles. You will gain name and happiness in your own terms. That's what your ancestors didn't do. They follow tradition and they sacrifice their own personal happiness or personal soul purpose. And you are doing it for them. Okay? Wow, very powerful. Okay, last advice. Last advice for pile number 2. Pile number 2, Spirit. Forgive and forget. Yeah, see? You finally go to the light. So your families choose to stay here, but you choose to get out there and live your life. Forgive and forget. A ritual cleansing of pain and lies. Arise and awaken, see a new sunrise. Yeah, pain and lies. That's what the 5 of Swords, the 7 of Swords is all about. It's like your ancestor choose the easy way out, but that easy way out is much less fulfilling. You choose the narrow path and the reward will be so much greater because you will gain not only material abundance, but most importantly, you will gain joy, happiness, full happiness, a happiness that will last a lifetime, because you are living what your soul, what fulfills your soul, and what your spirit is here to do. Okay, so that's for you, pile number 2. I hope that resonates. If it does, give me a like, subscribe to my channel, check out the description box below for details on how to book personal reading. Also, if you feel helped by this channel and you want to donate, the donation links is down below. I also have a deck wish list, so if you are feeling generous, I will be glad to receive a deck or 2. Okay, so thank you so much. I'll see you next time. Bye. Hello, pile number 3. So if you are drawn to the last pile, this is going to be your reading on what karmic cycle or what karmic lesson you are leaving behind or breaking away from. So I'm recording your pile actually the night after I recorded pile number 1 and 2, because pile number 1 and 2 had quite some messages and I was tired, so I stopped after pile number 2 and I went to bed. So that's why the setting is a little bit different. So I got this today, and that's the Himalayan salt lamp. I just find it very unique, and you know, salt cleanse bad energies, so I'm really glad to feature this lamp in your reading tonight. So anyway, let's see what karmic cycle you are leaving behind. So for pile number 1 and 2, it's not so much like a negative pattern or karmic cycle. It's more like they breaking away from old beliefs and behavior. So let's see what yours are. Ooh, so we have how do we spell this? Carrot ones. I think it's carrot ones. Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong. So this is what you are leaving behind, and well, this is a little bit more cryptic to read than the pile number 1 and 2, because cauldron is usually where we brew ideas. So I don't know, maybe what you are leaving behind is sitting on your ideas. And Carrot One's legend, I just did a little bit of research earlier. I think she brewed a potion to cure her son, because her son was, I don't know, her son was deformed or something. So she wanted to give her son a potion that will increase his intelligence. So yeah, magic potion, magical ideas that will heal people, that can heal people. Ooh, so you can be a healer. And well, before we go any further, I'm just going to draw some clarifier from Magic of You Oracle, which is also a witchy deck. Okay, so God's universe, spirit guides of my pile number 3, please tell us what karmic cycle number 3 is leaving behind. What karmic cycle number 3 is leaving behind? What karmic cycle is number 3 leaving behind? Whoa, witch. The magic you seek is inside of you. Let it flow. Let it flow. Okay. Yeah, so it seems to me, and this is such a perfect combination. Look at that. Carried one's cauldron, and we have the witch herself. 3 plus 6 means 9. So 9 is a number of, just the number before the number 10, before a completion of a cycle. So you are almost there. I think this is all about confidence. Probably you don't have self-confidence. Yeah, and if we think about the legend of the carried one's legend or myth, she brewed this potion for her child who was not perfect, who was probably deformed or had an ugly appearance, and so she made the potion to make her child excel in other areas, like having brilliant mind or something. So I guess this is you are actually a powerful witch. You have so many brilliant ideas. You are smart, you are intelligent, you are talented, you are creative, and you are magical. You have a lot of magical qualities. I don't know what. Maybe you can create something inspiring with your words, with your stories, with your painting, with your, I don't know what creation. You are witchy, but it's almost like the karmic cycle you are leaving behind is keeping this potion brewed, but not using it, not letting it flow, not letting it bubble and then give it to the people who need it to heal. So you can heal people. Pile number 3, you can heal people with your ideas, with your creativity. You can make them feel better. You can comfort them. You can bring out the best in them. Yeah, you can bring out the best in them with your ideas, the way Carrot One was able to bring the best out of her son using her potion. But with the let it flow, I think you haven't been using this gift, using your witchy ideas to inspire other people. You haven't come out, you haven't expressed yourself and your gift. Okay, so let me just check the guidebook. I should have done that earlier with the Carrot One's Cauldron card. I should have checked out what the creator of this deck have to say about this card. Okay. Oh, sorry. Carried One's Cauldron. Okay. Cauldrons in general are symbols of transmutation, germination, and transformation. Germination, that's it. You are full of ideas that are ready, that are actually ideas that if you throw them out there, they will explode, like they will transform many people and help people to learn how to transmute negative situation into positive ones. So you are basically you basically know how to turn lemon into lemonade with this Carried One's Cauldron, but you haven't been doing it because maybe with the witch here, maybe you are afraid of persecution, which is very understandable. You are afraid to let people know that you are a modern witch of sort, that you are creative, that you can do magic, that you are probably psychic or healer or shaman, or that you have an artistic soul inside you. It's like maybe in the environment you live in, those kind of occupation or talents or gift are not appreciated, are underappreciated or looked down upon, just like Harriet's child. So I think this is like maybe oh yeah, maybe the cycle that you are leaving behind is abandoning your inner child, abandoning your inner witch. So with the 6 plus 3 makes up 9, it means that actually you just need one more push to finally get yourself out there, to finally say F it, and I am going to live my life as a witch. I am going to embrace my inner witch, my inner child who is a witch, my magical inner child. You will let it out, the magic inside you, you will let it flow. You will not keep it in this cauldron and close the lid and just, you are not going to hide that potion. You are going to let it out. You are going to let your magic out. Okay. And I think with the Carrot cauldron, it also means, yeah, because witches make potions from, you know, from reptiles and from you know, quote unquote disgusting animals like frogs, snakes, and I think this means that you have the ability to turn a negative situation into a positive one. But I think you haven't been able to use that gift. You haven't been able to do the magic to transmute or transform the negative energy around you, the negative situation that affect you. You haven't been able to transmute that. So yeah, I don't know if this is like a karmic cycle. It's more like a potion class and you just have to graduate. Like you have to make a potion that will heal people or transform an energy into another. Interesting. The belief that the cauldrons symbolize the womb of the great goddess arises from the concept that everything is born out of it and returns to it. Cauldrons have held a magical significance in many cultures throughout the centuries and still do. Carrot was an enchantress. Her cauldron is a familiar concept in many pagan faiths and is considered to be the traditional source of inspiration or awen. I don't know how to spell that. Modern pagans do make reference to Carrot's cauldron as the holder of all secrets of the universe and the place where wisdom is brewed. Oh yeah, brewed. That's the word. Yeah, it's like you have the universe has gifted you with so many brilliant ideas, creative ideas, that if you tend to it, if you turn it into a potion, if you brew it instead of not doing anything with the ingredients, with the ideas, you will turn into this magical witch who can heal people, help people change their situation, and make people feel less alone, less ostracized, things like that. Oh yeah, speaking of karmic cycle, that reminds me of Carrot's child. So maybe in your lineage, like I don't know if this is a karmic cycle passed from generation to generation, but maybe that something has happened in your lineage, like in your ancestors' time, that caused your ancestor to have this generational wound or generational trauma, and you are the one who will be able to break it by coming out from this difficult situation. Wow, so this has the energy of pile number 2 actually. Pile number 2, but pile number 2 is more like, oh yeah, but yeah, right. Pile number 2 was, so in pile number 2's case, they come from a family that values tradition, values old beliefs that have been outdated. And pile number 2 is more like they were expected to follow their the footsteps of their family tradition, like taking care of the family business and stuff, but they had an idea of their own, and they have a dream of their own, and they are going to achieve that and break the family cycle of, you know, sacrificing oneself for family tradition. For you, it's like there may be a negative cycle, a trauma in your family, where your family lineage probably always invited negative energies into their lives. Probably in your ancestors' marriage always ended in divorce, or maybe your ancestors were never lucky in terms of success, career, finances, and you are equipped with the secret recipe for the so-called potion that will end it all. So the magic inside you, if you know how to, like, if you get insight from the universe on how to brew the ingredients, all these creative magical ideas inside of you, you can create something that will blow up, and that will change your entire life, and it will catapult you into fame and fortune, and also turn you into something bigger than yourself. Like you will achieve a purpose bigger than yourself, and it will end this generational, say, failure of your ancestor. So maybe your ancestor have failed in love, in career, in finances, and it will stop with you. Or this can also mean that if there is nothing wrong with your family lineage, maybe this is something that occur in your own life, so you have not felt confident to let your inner witch out, and so you are not able to heal your inner child, your wounded inner child, because your inner child feel like they are not accepted, just like Karmic child, because he was born deformed. So Karmic knew that his child will not amount to anything if he stay that way. He has been disabled, and Karmic wants to transform that wound, that disability, into something good. And this is the same thing that you will do to your inner child. Like maybe your inner child has always been silenced. Maybe your ideas, your magic potion was rejected by everybody around you. Like nobody wanted to listen to your ideas. Nobody appreciated your gift and ideas, your creative mind. Nobody give you an environment that is fostering your growth. And you are going to do it yourself, with the help of the universe, of course. So let me pull some tarot cards. Okay, so let's see. So I'm using the golden tarot for your pile, because I think the images is suitable to ask about what karmic cycle or old patterns or belief you leave behind. So God, spirit guides of pile number 3, please tell the collective who choose pile number 3 what karmic cycle they leave behind. Like what are the deeds about the karmic cycle that they leave behind. Oh, what's that? Oh, we have the Chariot. Okay. Okay, anything else, Spirit? What karmic cycle pile number 3 is leaving behind? Okay, the Queen of Coins. What karmic cycle pile number 3 is leaving behind? Okay. Oh, the Lovers. Oh, I love this. Okay. Ooh. We have number 6 and number 7, and we have the Queen of Coins. So I don't know, but if we disregard the numbers and just look at the images, the Chariot here looks like this lady over here is leaving a city. And this lady is probably this Queen of Coins. And Queen of Coins is a mother. So yeah, this fits really well with Caridwen's myths. So she was a witch, so most likely she was not accepted well by the people around her at the era she lived in. But she is a mother, a nurturer, a healer. She wants the best for her child, and so she brewed this magic potion so that her child will be able to live a happy life, will be able to get a second chance at life. And that chance of that second chance of life is the Lovers. It's like her child was born pure. Her child was born pure, faultless, which is symbolized with these two naked people, Adam and Eve, before they were banished from the Garden of Eden. Before they were banished, they regard nakedness like nakedness symbolizes our most authentic self, the way God, the universe, made us. And they were not ashamed of that. But only when they ate the forbidden fruit and become aware of what society think about nakedness, which is something that needs to be covered, something that is seen as shame, they have to change from being pure, from being a pure child into something abominable. And Caridwen doesn't want that to happen to her child, so she brewed this potion to make her child acceptable in society. My whole point here is, this is the metaphor for what you are doing to your inner child, your inner witch. That child inside you, that little witch inside you wants to go out and play, wants to be given a chance to show what they can do, wants a chance to show the world all the magical things that she can do, all the creative, all the brilliant ideas. But maybe because of how your environment treats you, treat your creativity as something to be ashamed of, as something to be hidden, instead of something that shows our pure, authentic self as the universe has created us. You try to transmute that negative energy around you into something positive for your inner child, for your inner witch to be able to go out and play. And what I mean by transmuting the negative situation or energy is that you will see what you can do in your situation, in an environment that doesn't support your inner witch, that doesn't support your authentic self. You will arrange some sort of plan, or you will turn your inner magic from something that probably people look down on into something that is valuable. And that's what Queen of Coins do. They turn the things that they have into something that is more. They only have one coin, and that is their talent, their gift, but they turn that one coin into something that is bigger, into something that is valuable. Yeah. So what you will be doing is that you will break free from the negative situation around you and embrace your inner witch, and you will show to people how your magical gifts can actually be turned into even a career, a profession, that even though your gifts are probably unusual, you can turn it into a new profession. It's like you become a trailblazer. You become innovative with your gifts. And the Lovers is about embracing our true nature. So you will balance spirituality and practicality. Your magical gifts, your witchy gifts are spiritual. Your creative ideas are spiritual in nature. But maybe they are not gifts or skill or talents that the society value as something that you can use to produce wealth. But you will prove them wrong. You will use your skill, you will brew those magical ideas of yours and turn it into something that you can sell, something that can be profitable. And you will prove everybody wrong. You will prove that by becoming your witchy self, you can still earn money and have fun while doing it, being yourself while doing it. You can also earn money by being yourself, by being your magical self. It's like your inner witch, your inner child. If you let your creativity out, if you let your inner child out, let they play, they will become creative. And with those creative ideas from your inner child, you will produce something that you can actually turn into a real profession. And that's when you break the karmic cycle of maybe years of feeling not confident enough to become yourself because you believe that you are weird, that you are ahead of your time, that you cannot be like everybody else, that you cannot earn money with your unconventional gifts. Those beliefs you will break away from. You will learn the lesson of how to transmute or transform something that disadvantages you into something that gives you advantage. Because when you think about it, your witchy gifts, your skills are not conventional, and you can find your niche market. You can sell your potions, so-called potions. You can develop your unique talents. You can express yourself in a way that only you can do, and make profit out of it. And so you will break the cycle of the belief of artists will always be poor. Creative people will never get rich. Like you will break away from that cycle, that limiting beliefs that probably have been passed throughout your lineage, or probably something that you learn from your parents, that artists will always be poor. It's like you will prove them wrong. So that's the karmic cycle that you will break. Wow. Okay, so let's draw an oracle card from the Moonology deck just to see when this will happen. So yeah, number 6, you come into harmony with yourself. You combine your feminine witchy energy and your masculine practical energy, balance spirituality and practicality, and off you go on the chariot. The chariot is a perfect combination of a mode of transportation pulled by a masculine and feminine horse, black and white. So you will use your witchy energy and use your practical Queen of Coins energy, practical earth energy, to turn your witchy gifts into something that you can sell, something that will bring you and your family profit. So spirit guides of pile number 3, when they can break this cycle. Okay, thank you. Nothing is yet set in stone, and at the bottom of the deck we have expect powerful change. Let me draw one more card. What is this? Nothing is yet set in stone. Oh, you see the color scheme? It's the same. So I think, oh, and you see that the moon phase is similar. Mutable moon. Oh yeah, mutable moon. Mutable sign is in zodiac system. Mutable signs are signs that can adapt to any situation. So I think, yeah, that's it. That's what we talk about, balancing spirituality and practicality. So it's like if you are feeling like you are being blocked from expressing your true self, from showing your talents, your gifts to the world, this card is telling you that it's not over. You can change this situation around. Yeah, you can change this situation around by using your enterprising Queen of Coins mind. I think you have a knack of being an entrepreneur who specializes in business that are not conventional, business that entertainment or artistic business. So you will do something others have never seen before. You will sell something others have never seen before. So just because what you have is not common, it doesn't mean that you will not succeed at it. It doesn't mean that you cannot make success out of it. Okay, so when pile number 3 will break out of this karmic cycle, please, Spirit, just okay. Surrender to the divine. Yeah, that's why we got nothing yet is yet set in stone. I think somebody will give you a chance or an opportunity or offer you whether you want to do something, and you find that very well connected to what you love, very well connected to your inner child, your childhood interests or gift that you have forgotten, and that's when you will make your breakthrough. Okay. Ooh. Right. Yeah, a win-win outcome is forecast. Full moon in Libra. So I think with mutable moon here and this waxing moon here, and then we have the full moon, I think you are well on your way. Maybe in the next full moon you will be ready. Okay. And because we have the number 9 here, 3 plus 6, I think you are very, very close to achieving your goal. Wow. Okay. So that is the karmic cycle that you are breaking. Let's draw one last oracle card from the Divine Doors Oracle. So spirit guides of pile number 3, last message for pile number 3 regarding what karmic cycle they are breaking away from. So I think you are breaking away from not feeling confident, feeling blocked, feeling like you are not accepted, to embracing your inner witch. Okay, patience. Everything soon will come to light, and then you will see things will be all right. So yeah, this is assuring you that it's okay for you to let your inner child, inner witch out. It's safe. It's safe. Just surrender to the divine. The things that you are worried about, take that into prayer. Meditate, connect with your spirit guides, and tell them your concern about what will happen if you embrace your inner witch and start living according to your soul purpose, and they will be able to make things all right. And this patience also means that maybe you need to wait for the right moment where you will be brought to the right place at the right time to meet the right people, okay, that who can help you. Begin here. Do not fear what travel brings, my dear. The moment is yours. Begin now here. Okay, so maybe there will be some, and these places are almost the same. Look at that. It's almost like the entrance to the Garden of Eden. So this can mean journeying to your inner an inner journey to when you feel, when was the last time you feel like yourself? Maybe by remembering or taking a trip down the memory lane to your childhood dream, to when you were a child and you have not been introduced to this limiting belief of you have to be living certain way, you have to pursue a certain career. Like you will take a journey back to the time when you were free. Yeah, I think this Chariot can also mean traveling to your inner landscape, to remember what you were like when you were young, what you love to do, and to regain that passion back, to bring out your inner child back, that inner witch inside you, to bring her back out. So I think that's what the Chariot here means. And begin here, it's like beginning to remember your soul gift, your witchy gifts, the true witch that lives inside you, that you have been covering, the true witch that has always hide behind your outer appearance, where probably you go to work like everybody else, doing the same thing like everybody else. You will break away from that, you will let your true self out, your inner witch out, and the journey begins now. And nothing is yet in stone. Surrender to the divine and patient means that the manifestation of this, the result of this manifestation will happen in divine timing. So you will be introduced to the right people at the right place at the right time who can help you. Maybe it's this Queen of Coins, or maybe this Queen of Coins is you, where you can gain knowledge on how you can turn your witchy gifts into something marketable, into something that can be accepted and even celebrated by the people around you. Okay, so that's your reading, pile number 3, about what karmic cycle you will soon break away from. I hope this resonates, and if it does, please give me a like, subscribe to my channel, check out the description box below for how to book personal reading with me. And also, if you feel generous and if you feel helped by this channel, I do have the links to my PayPal for donation, and you can also contact me if you would like to donate a deck from my wish list. So thank you so much. I'll see you next time. Bye.